There was once a painter who lived in Philadelphia. His passion was to paint grand paintings, and he was very good. He had a natural talent, but he didn't make much money. One day he couldn't afford to buy his canvas and paints. He took a walk, pondering how he was going to be able to paint this idea he had in his head. He envisioned a woman holding her newborn child, big heavy clouds hovering over them, then splitting just enough for rays of sunlight to shine down on them. The vividness he had in his mind, he just couldn't contain it. He just had to get this out with his paintbrush. Well, as he was walking down the alley, there was lots of noise disturbing his thoughts. Hammering, drills, all kinds of power tools. They were renovating one of the houses on the alley. And he was looking up, watching what they had done to the house, and he remembered how bad that house looked before. He admired their work. The house was really coming along. Well, he was about to walk away when just to the side he looked down and there was a giant piece of plywood leaning against the dumpster. A construction worker was throwing it away. He walked up to it to examine it, and it was in good condition. A piece cut off one end, but besides that, it was pretty much how you would get it if you hopped over to Home Depot to pick it up yourself. For some reason, he decided to look inside the dumpster. He didn't know why. He just felt the urge to see what else was inside. And to his surprise, there was actually a can of paint. It was home paint that you would use to paint your walls, but he didn't care. He lifted the can of paint out of the dumpster, and it felt like it was about half full still. The paint running down the side of the can was a medium shade of gray. A light bulb went off in his head. He ran back home, grabbed a towel, some rope, and his keys, and drove his car back to the dumpster. The man put the towel down on top of his car, flung the plywood up there, tied some rope around it to secure it to his car, and placed the half can of paint in his trunk. He went home, and with the help of a little bit of white and black paint he still just happened to have left, he created a grayscale version of his vision. The woman holding her baby, the clouds parting, the rays of sun shining down on them. And he sold that painting on the plywood for $4,000. Who says you need canvas to paint a masterpiece? After his experience of finding the plywood and paint, he realized that there was a need that could be branched between contractors and penniless painters. Contractors were just getting rid of these spare pieces of plywood, going straight to the dump, and half-full cans of paint of various colors. And there were many artists out there who were struggling to earn enough to buy more supplies. So he started an organization where construction workers could come and donate their plywood, partly used cans of paint, and paintbrushes, and artists could come up and pick up whatever they needed. And it became a really successful nonprofit, which art admirers from everywhere donated lots of money to every year. Eventually, people also began to donate canvases of every size and acrylic and oil paints of every color, all the various shapes, sizes, and styles of brushes. And all the artists whose passion it was to paint had their needs finally fulfilled because of this one man with one grand vision. There is a way. You just have to find it. Don't look at those obstacles and give up. Everyone has obstacles. The people who succeed are the ones who look at their obstacles and think of a way to overcome them. So take action now.